What secret did my partner discover about me that ended our relationship instantly? When I was 9, my dad taught me how to count cards at blackjack, not as a party trick, as a survival skill. By the time I was 13, I could track 6 decks simultaneously and calculate odds faster than most people could read the table. My family didn't gamble for fun. We gambled to pay rent. Mom would drop me and my older brother off at casinos with fake IDs while she worked double shifts at the diner. We'd play for hours, win enough to keep the lights on, never enough to get caught. The pit bosses knew what we were doing, but looked the other way because we were kids and never won big enough to matter. I thought everyone grew up like this until I got to college and realized most people's childhood stories didn't involve blackjack strategy and dealer tells. I stopped when I turned 18 and got a real job in tech, moved across the country, built a normal life, never told anyone about those years, but I kept the skills sharp, just in case. Once a month, I'd drive 3 hours to a casino outside the city, play for a few hours under a different name, win a few thousand, and drive home. I never touched the money. It all went into a separate account I called my emergency fund. 6 years of this routine, and I had $380,000 saved up. Nobody knew. Not my coworkers, not my friends, definitely not Vanessa. I kept that part of myself locked away because I knew how people would react. They'd either think I was a criminal or a degenerate gambler, and I was neither. I was just someone who learned to survive young and never forgot how. Vanessa and I met at a coffee shop where she was reading a book about probability theory. I made a joke about expected value, and she laughed, said most people glazed over when she talked about statistics. We talked for 2 hours about random chance and pattern recognition. She was a data analyst, loved puzzles, played poker with her friends on weekends for fun. She was perfect for me in every way except one. I could never tell her the truth. We started dating and everything felt easy, natural. She never asked about my past and I never volunteered it. When she moved in after 8 months, I told her my savings came from good investments and living cheap in my 20s. She believed me because why wouldn't she? I had a stable job, paid my bills on time, kept regular hours, and never acted like someone hiding something massive. I was good at compartmentalizing, really good. The problem started when her brother invited us to his charity poker night. Vanessa was so excited. She kept saying how she'd been wanting to see me play, that we could finally share her favorite hobby together, that all her friends were dying to meet me. I tried everything to get out of it. Said I had work deadlines, wasn't feeling well, didn't actually know the rules that well. She looked genuinely hurt. It's just a friendly game for charity, $20 buy-in. I just want to do something fun together. You've been so distant lately. That last part killed me because she was right. I had been pulling away, scared of exactly this situation. I couldn't say no without explaining why, so I agreed. I told myself I'd play normal, make some rookie mistakes, lose a little, make her happy, and we'd leave early. Simple plan, terrible execution. The second I sat down at that table, everything changed. Muscle memory took over. I won every single hand for 40 minutes straight. Not most hands, every single one. I couldn't stop myself, even though I knew I should. The cards spoke to me. The odds materialized in my head automatically. My hands moved through the motions like I was on autopilot. Vanessa's brother started joking that I was cleaning them out, asking if I played professionally. Her friends got quiet, exchanging looks. The dealer, some guy they'd hired for authenticity, kept staring at my chip stacks like he was trying to figure out my system. Vanessa was watching me with this confused, almost frightened expression. She saw me counting cards without even trying to hide it, saw me calculate splits and probability like I was reading a children's book, saw a version of me she'd never met before. When I won the 18th hand in a row, she stood up abruptly and walked outside without saying a word. I threw my cards down and followed her to the parking lot. She was leaning against her car, crying. Not sad crying, scared crying. Who are you? She said. That wasn't luck. That wasn't even skill. That was something else entirely. How long have you been able to do that? Where did you learn it? I told her everything. The childhood casinos, my dad's lessons, the fake IDs, the monthly trips I still took, the $380,000 sitting in my secret account. I explained that I'd stopped being that person years ago, that the money was just insurance, that I only played once a month to keep sharp in case I ever needed it again. She listened to all of it without interrupting. When I finished, she wiped her eyes and said, "You've been lying to me about who you are for 2 years. You have a secret life I knew nothing about. You're not the person I fell in love with. That person doesn't even exist." I tried to explain that it wasn't a secret life, just a skill I kept private, that everything else about me was real. But she was already getting in her car. She moved out 3 days later, blocked my number, and told her friends I'd been hiding a gambling addiction.